Dear students, in this video we are going to see hexagonal pyramid. So in the last video we have seen hexagonal prism. In this video we are going to see projection of hexagonal pyramid. So this is the question and this is the final diagram we are going to draw. So let us start the diagram. So the question is a hexagonal pyramid of base side 30 mm. So this is the 3D model of hexagonal pyramid. So these 6 sides, that is edges, are the base edges. Okay, sides are equal to edges. So sides can be called as edges. Okay, so it is given as 30 mm. So each edges are 30 mm. And the axis length 60 mm. So this in pyramid the axis will be present at the middle. So the axis is nothing but the line that join apex and the center of the base. Okay, so this is the base. So imagine there is a line connecting apex and the center. So that will be the axis. Okay, so the axis length is given as 60 mm. So which means the height of the pyramid is 60. Okay, so it is resting on HP on one of its base corner. So this is the base. So in hexagonal pyramid there are 6 base corners are there. So in this question they have given that it is resting on one of its base corner. So we can take any one of the corner of the base. Okay, then with its axis inclined 35 degree to HP. So we know what is axis. So if that axis is inclined 35 degree to HP and it is resting on one of its base corner, what will be the projections? So that's what we have to draw. So one more point is given that the base side, that is edges, containing the resting corner. So when you take this corner as the resting corner, the sides that connecting this corner, that is the edges connecting this corner, are equally inclined to HP. So which means these should be equally inclined. So such a way that you should keep the corner in simple projection. Okay, so let us start the diagram, then you will able to understand easily. So first step, draw XY reference line as usual. Okay, so this is the solid. I have kept the solid for our reference. Okay, then it is given that the pyramid is resting on HP. So as like plane, so when it is resting on HP on one of its base side or base corner, so whatever may be, if it is resting on base nomenclature, that is sides and corner, definitely the true shape of this pyramid will get visible on top view. So whatever may be, whether it a plane or a prism or pyramid, so if it is resting on HP on its base nomenclature, that is base corner or base edges, definitely the true shape of that particular solid will get visible on top view. So the true shape of the hexagonal pyramid is the hexagon. So the hexagon will get visible on top view. So we can draw the hexagon on top view, that is below XY. So how should you draw this hexagon? Whether I already said that in solid we have to keep the resting portion. We have to keep the resting portion, that is corners or edges on either left side or right side. Okay, so based on this diagram we need to proceed the second portion. That's what I have told in my earlier videos, the same procedure. Since we are going to rest in base corner, I have kept base corner on right side and left side. Okay, so if you want to rest this corner, you can incline the second portion this way. Okay, if you want to rest this corner, you can incline this way. Okay, so I am going to rest the right side corner. So you have to keep this corner in such a way that it should be equally inclined. Okay, so if this is 90, this should be 45 and this should be 45. So you have to keep this corner in such a way that it should be equally inclined. Sides connecting these corners should be equally inclined. Okay, so likewise you have to draw the simple projection top view. Clear? So let us name these corners as A, B, C, D, E. Okay, so when you see from top, so whenever the pyramid is seen from top, this will be slant edge. Okay, you all know what is slant edge. Okay, so in pyramid these will be called as base edges and this total face can be called as base, and this slanting line can be called as slant edge, and this face, so this face can be called as triangular face. It looks like a triangle, and the final, this the slant edge connecting, all the slant edges are getting connected with one particular point, so this can be called as apex. Okay, so when you see a pyramid from the top, definitely the apex will get visible and all the slant edges will be visible. It looks like a straight line. Okay, so that we have to draw on the top view. Okay, so just connect all the corners, all the opposite corners. Okay, so draw a straight line from C to F, similarly B to E, similarly A to D. So all the lines will meet at one particular point, that will be the center of this hexagon, that is apex. Okay, so this is the center of hexagon. Okay, so now project all the corners towards XY. Okay, you can name these corners as A, that is A dash, this can be B dash, F dash, C dash, E dash, and D dash. So when you see the hexagon from here, these two corners will be invisible, that gets hides behind B and C. So these two can be indicated in bracket. Okay, so here I have named all the corners. Okay, similarly from center, so this can be named as O, that we will do later. So from center, that is O, draw one center line. Okay, so always center line should be a long line and a short line. So like that, a center line should be drawn from here. So from here, draw the projection line up to XY. From here, draw the center line. Okay, so I have connected A dash and D dash to form the base of the top view. Okay, so this center line, so this is the center line. Since the axis length is given as 60 mm, so this is the axis line. So the center line is called as an axis line. So this axis line should be 60 mm length. So take the scale and measure this line and make it into a 60 mm line. Okay, so take the scale, measure 60, and you can mark this length of this particular axis line as 60. Okay, so now join A dash and this apex, similarly D dash and this apex. Okay, so this will be the front view. So apart from this, two more corners, that is slant edges, will be visible in front view, that is B and O, C and O, that also should be drawn. So from B dash, draw a slanting line connecting this O dash. Similarly from C dash, draw a slanting line connecting O dash. Okay, so this is the simple projection for the hexagonal pyramid when it is resting on HP on one of its base corners. Clear? So next let us move to the second position, that is inclination with HP. So it is given that the axis length is inclined at 35 degree to HP. Okay, so this inclination should be drawn here. So whenever the HP inclination is there, definitely the inclination will get visible on front view. So for that we need to draw above XY. Okay, so which means the inclination should be along XY. So take the protractor, keep anywhere over XY and measure 35 degree. So it is the 35 degree. So draw the line, that is inclined line, 35 degree to XY. Okay, so just to draw the slanting line, that is 35 degree to HP. We can fix the length later after measuring this length. Okay, so then the solid should be inclined to HP in such a way that it should rest on base corner. So we have taken the corner, that is D on right side. I am going to rest this D dash, that is D corner here. Okay, so axis should be inclined 35 degree, but the corner should touch XY. Since it is resting on HP, the corner should touch XY, which will be visible on front view. So measure these two lengths, that is this point, the projection line from the center that meets at XY. So this point and D dash. So measure this distance either in scale or compass. Okay, so this will be 35 degree inclined line that I have marked here. So take the scale, measure this distance. So this I have got 2.5, that is 25 mm. I have not drawn in the actual dimension. This is not 30. So if you draw with the actual dimension, you will get different dimensions. So whatever you are getting, you can measure that and proceed accordingly. Okay. So here I have got 25 mm. So I have to keep the scale on the inclined line and move the scale in such a way that it should be 2.5. The 2.5 measurement should touch on XY. So likewise, you can keep the scale and move accordingly. So if you are using drafter, it is well and good. You can move the drafter such that is where the 25 mm point meets at XY, that point will be the D dash point. Okay. So I am using a scale and just moving without changing the position of the scale. So the slanting line and this marking on the scale should be merging exactly. So in such a way, I am just moving the scale. So after getting 2.5, I have fixed the D dash point. Clear? So this will be the D dash, that is D1 dash in second position. Similarly, take the compass, measure A dash and B dash point. Okay. So release the compass, keep A dash as center and mark this particular point, that is B1 dash. Okay. So this measurement, that is A1 dash and the point that crosses here, that is slanting line, this length will be equal to A dash and this point. Okay. That also you should be very careful while drawing this particular line. So I have marked this point, that is B1 dash F1 dash. Similarly, from here I have measured D dash and C1 dash using the same compass. So I have measured D1 dash E1 dash and marked accordingly this point. Okay. So this can be named as B1 dash and F1 dash in bracket. Similarly, C1 dash and E1 dash in bracket. Okay. Now just from here, take the scale, from here measure 60. Okay. Since the height of the pyramid is given as 60, this should be 60. So from here measure 60 and erase the extra lines. Okay. So this should be the axis line. Okay. So just to change the line to axis line. So this will be the axis line. So one shorter line and one longer line. Okay. This will be the O1 dash. Okay. Join A1 dash and this O1 dash. Similarly, D1 dash and O1 dash, C1 dash, O1 dash and B and O. Okay. Like that you can join all the corners towards apex to form this particular front view in the second question. So I have resembled the same triangle which we are seeing in the simple projection front view here, but the only difference is the axis is tilted 35 degree to HP. Okay. So this we can name as O1 dash, this as O dash and this as O. Okay. So that's all, we have almost finished. Now the final position, that is final drawing second question top view. So for that, so what we have done for prism, same procedure we are going to follow here. Project all the corners towards downward. A1 dash, B1 dash, D1 dash, similarly O1 dash. So project all the corners towards downward. Similarly from here, project all the corners towards right side and stop up to this line. Okay. So now mark all the meeting corners. So A1 dash and A will meet at A1 here. Similarly B1 dash and B will meet here at B1. Okay. So likewise O1 dash and O will meet here. Okay. So these are all the different meeting points. So let us name these points as A1, B1, C1, D1 and this as O1. Okay. So now we have to draw the visible lines. So when you see from here, so when you see from top, A1 dash and O1 dash will get visible. So here you can join A1 and O1 in continuous dark line. Okay. So now let us move this side. So remaining edges can be seen from here. So when you see from here, AF, AB will be visible AO will be visible, FO will be visible, BO will be visible. So when you divide this top view into two halves, two equal halves, whichever edges on left side will be visible and whichever edges on right side will be invisible. Okay, so in that concept we can draw AF and AB in visible line. So you can draw this in visible line. Okay, similarly AO, FO and BO can be drawn in visible line. Okay, so AO is already we have drawn after seeing from here. So remaining FO and BO can be drawn in visible line. Okay, then FE, EO, similarly BC, CO are the boundaries of this particular top view. So boundaries always will be a visible line, that is continuous dark line. In that concept we can draw the boundaries, that is FE and EO can be drawn in visible line. Similarly BC and CO can be drawn in visible line. So the remaining right side edges, that is ED, CD, DO, EO, CO. So all these can be drawn in invisible line, that is hidden line. So let us do one by one. ED, first ED can be drawn in invisible line. Similarly CD can be drawn in invisible line, that is dotted line. Okay, so remaining DO will be invisible, but here already visible edges is there, that is AO visible edges there. So DO will get behind the visible line, so no need to draw that. Similarly CO, since it is a boundary, we cannot draw this in invisible line. So in that concept we have drawn already this as a visible line. EO, similarly EO, so this is the boundary of the top view. So this also cannot be drawn in invisible. So we have drawn in visible line. So that's all. We have drawn the final diagram, that is the top view. Okay. So this is the front view and this is the top view when the hexagonal pyramid is resting on HP on one of its base corner and axis is inclined to HP. Okay. These two drawings can be drawn in HP pencil and these two drawings can be drawn in 2H pencil. Okay. So that's all. You can finally write all dimensions are in mm and projection of hexagonal pyramid in the top of the diagram. Okay. So that's all. So it is a very important problem. Try to practice well and prepare well for the exam. Thank you.